All right, players drawing up hands here. We can start a prediction poll. Who will win? Will it be Roland with depths or will it be Phil with miracles? Vote now. All right, cracking for a Tundra here is Force of Phil to start us off, and Portent. Roland rocking a 90s MTG tee. Links are down below for that if you're watching this later. Yeah, good timing. What's up, Roland? Everybody say hello to Roland in the chat. If you're looking for a deck list, the place to go is our Discord server. Roland, thank you for the resub. 31 months for Roland. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Roland is here, everybody. So Wasteland took out the Tundra. Another Portent resolving here for Force of Phil. Nick Knack, thanks for the resub. 4 months for Nick Knack, jamming an emote in the chat. All right, lots of votes coming in on this prediction. Counterbalance. Counterbalance. I guess it's pretty good against depths. It's not the most exciting, but it'll get some hits. What do you think, chat? Would you sideboard out Counterbalance in this matchup? 62% favorite for Miracles, says Twitch chat. All right, Twitch chat liking the odds for Force of Phil. Double Wastelands here from Roland. Slowing things down a bit.
Yep. So you cast him so he sticks around. Okay. Yeah. I heard
that. Yeah, Phil rolls out of bed each morning with Counterbalance in play. All right, Flagstones of Trocaire and cracking a Windswept Heath here is Roland.
Sorry, if you want to chill for a minute, that's fine too.
No, it's fine. It's kind of high.
Alright, I'll take that.
All right, here's a Taiga for Roland. Sylvan Library. Ooh! Ouch! All right, I take back everything bad I said about Counterbalance in this matchup. Ouch. And it was a Counterbalance on top, too. Just extra insult, right? Bam.
Take one for the.
All right, life totals have been updated. Yeah, Counterbalance can stop Crop, Swords, Green Sun, Zenith, Reclaimer. Yeah, it stops a decent amount of stuff.
Yeah. Can't block.
17. I will.
Knight of the Reliquary, revealing Force of Will on top. Predict on end step. We're likely going to dump this Force of Will into the graveyard and draw 2. No miracle.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Phil cracking here. Really miss Sneak and Show. Sneak and Show hasn't gone anywhere. Sneak and Show's still around.
Prismatic ending the net.
All right, Prismatic Ending hits the knight, which is pretty good.
I have 5 cards.
Great question from Splitzer. Does Miracles run any 3 CMC? I mean, there could be Narset, there could be Force of Negation. Yeah, as Twitch chat points out, Teferi is. I don't think Phil necessarily has the Planeswalkers in the deck, but I'm just saying those are cards that could be possible. But yeah, it's probably it's possible that Phil was just looking at the top of the deck for predict.
Pass.
It's all set.
Let's do.
Discarded so far. Anything interesting? Nope. Just cards. Green sword for 3.
Green Sun for 3, Force of Will revealed on top. This is a 4 mana value.
Pass to you.
Roland might be looking for a knight here. Let's see. Endurance. Okay, endurance is decent. That makes sense. I like that.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you're good. You're supposed to shuffle twice, right? Yeah.
All right, shuffling Green Sun Zenith into the deck. Passing the turn.
3 cards. 3 cards. I'll pass it. Attacks. Ouch.
Attacking for 3. Green Sun for 3. Once again, Terminus revealed on top. That's pretty good for Force of Fill either way. Andres, thanks for the follow. Welcome. All right, we'll see what Roland finds here.
Yes, sir.
Ramanap Excavator, okay. We're starting to put some Wasteland pressure on Phil.
Sorry. This is just seriously just like first time
Oh, good.
piloting, so
I
figure I get all the misplays out right now. It doesn't go through the graveyard.
All right, got the Green Sun Zenith shuffled in correctly. Playing Wasteland and hitting Tundra with Wasteland. So Terminus turned off now. I like this play from Roland. Swords to Plowshares on Ramanap after floating a white. So that's the last time we'll see that. Terminus drawn, which Phil is not thrilled about. Endurance still on the board, chipping away. Thespian Stage on the table. That Swords to Plowshares being gone and no white mana for Phil could mean Marit Lage's trouble. Roland finds a plateau. Nope, not a plateau. A savanna. And Green Sun for 3 once again, it looks like. Maybe going to find a knight this time. Nope. Force, pitching, counterbalance. Putting Phil at 9. And passing the turn. Ponder here for Phil, looking for white mana most likely.
Target Michelle? Sure. Mystic Sanctuary. Gotcha.
Mystic Sanctuary gets dumped into the yard off predict. Don't really need another blue mana right now. All right, Mystic Sanctuary putting predict back on top. And casting a Portent. Phil, it appears, has not been able to find blue mana. I mean white mana. White mana. Plenty of blue, not enough white. That Ramanop weight plus Wasteland ended up being pretty good, despite getting swords.
Cards in here?
I have 5 cards. 5 cards.
Take it for 3.
Phil down to 6.
Green Sun is for 2.
Green Sun for 2 now. Okay, so wait, what are we looking for with 2? Let's see. I'm actually not sure what Roland is looking for. Ah, Liberator. Okay. Like seeing this card. I like this card, Liberator, a lot. I'm a fan. Of cards that have come out in the last year, year and a half, Outland Liberator is up there for me. I just like this card. And the showcase version looks awesome too. Good choice by Roland. Ooh, Sriracha with a great call out here. No day-night token for Roland. That's a foul. We're going to flag that. Come on, Roland. What's going on here? No day-night token? Is it day or is it night? We have no idea. Roland says it's there. I don't see it. Sounds like you're full of crap. Here's Triumph of St. Katherine. Being hard cast. After Phil finally finds a white mana. Took him a minute. All right. Took Roland a minute. When you put your day-bound, night-bound creatures on the board, everybody, get your day-night token out immediately. Immediately. No delays. Outland Liberator resolves. Boom. Day-night token hits the board. Let's be on point with this. Let's take this seriously. All right. Crop rotation, sacrificing flagstones of Trocaire, revealing Mystical Dispute on top. Not a very good card right now. It is a 3, though. All right, here's Dark Depths. Roland's setting it up here. Is it day or is it night, chat? We don't know. Island Delvergo making excuses for Roland. No excuses here. X-Grave says, if you were currently venturing inside a dungeon, how would you know if it's day or night? You know what? I'm tired of everybody making excuses. We need to take this stuff seriously. Quit joking around.
Attacking there for 5.
Okay.
All right, attacking for 5. Phil down to 5. Do they make foil Japanese day-night tokens? They must, right? There has to be. I would guess so. Somebody go research and report back to us. Only non-foil, says Roland. Okay, Roland is the expert on this kind of thing. I just saw. Okay, the day-night token has been placed onto the table. There it is.
$27 and $27. Yeah.
You're done. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Trying to see what's in Phil's hand. It doesn't look like anything super relevant here. Couldn't see all the cards. Maybe a prismatic ending, a triumph of St. Catherine, and a terminus, and I can't make out the other card. There's a googly eyes Marit Lage for Roland.
Coming back from Michael. Yeah.
Okay, looks like the attacks are happening.
Yep.
Fetching down to 4. What does Phil have here? I'm not sure. Mystic Sanctuary. Yeah, you're right. It should be night now. Predict. I didn't get to see what was drawn, but it was not anything relevant. And we're going to game 2. Yeah, we were hoping for a terminus there, I think, if we're Force of Phil. All right, Roland's banning people from the chat. Tapped Mystic Sanctuary pass, an exciting start from Force of Phil. Reminiscent of Francesco's Seat of the Synod pass earlier on today's stream. Here's Elvish Reclaimer for Roland. A turn 1 play. Here's Counterbalance. Okay, so Counterbalance stayed in for the matchup post sideboarding. Everybody write that down. Put that in your spreadsheets, everybody. Everybody keeps spreadsheets, right? Everybody has spreadsheets of everything that's going on. Got to keep track of this stuff. All right, here's Wooded Foothills. See what Roland has to follow up. Elvish Reclaimer, not a creature that control players want to keep on the board for very long. Let's see if a prismatic ending gets found here off this brainstorm. Yeah, all right. Splitzer's taking notes. When you're watching this channel, everybody just have a notepad on the side where you can jot down a couple of notes and add them to your spreadsheets later. All right, here's a Savannah for Roland. Prismatic Ending on Reclaimer on the stack, and we're sacking Forest in response, getting a Thespian stage. So Prismatic Ending resolves. Back to Roland here. Taiga. And here's Triumph of St. Catherine, revealed of a miracle in cast.
Yeah, I got a miracle.
Is it the family of Christmas? Yep. Still TBD.
On behalf of the entire Legacy community, I just want to thank Wizards of the Coast for Universes Beyond. We love it, everybody. We love it. The 2020 tweets about quitting Magic and selling our collections because of Universes Beyond, they were a mistake, everybody. They were a mistake. Look at Triumph of St. Catherine. What a beautiful card. Incredible.
It is, hey, that's interesting. Yeah. And it happened to the shop that you least imagined it would.
What do you mean?
Oh, I mean FTX.
Turn myself.
Kind of
All right, Portent hitting the stack here.
Okay, you know what? I'm happy. Yes, there was a time where you could have made 100x, but
Attacking with Triumph of St. Catherine.
could have gotten out, and happy that this is over.
Rolling down to 14. Life totals have been corrected. All right, drawing off Portent now on upkeep. Island Delvergo is scared for Lord of the Rings MH3. Yeah, nothing to be scared of. It's going to be great. Here's Sylvan Safekeeper. Swords on Endurance in response, of course. Gotta take an opportunity to hit a creature before Sylvan Safekeeper protects them all. Looks like a Marit Lage or a Dark Depths that can create a Marit Lage is in hand for Roland, and it's getting played here. Okay. Yeah, Frodo Stompy, yeah. It's going to be great. All right, attacking with Triumph of St. Catherine, rolling down to 12.
Anybody play it? I don't get it.
Commander.
Even in Commander.
Sorry, what card?
Starscream.
That's right.
Dumbledore Control. Dumbledore is from a different...
I wanted him to read it and see if he was going to miss
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be seeing Harry Potter cards.
It's like
But who knows?
What is it, a 2/2 or 3/2 flyer, menace, haste? But you hit your opponent, they get Monarch. Why?
All right, Googly Eyes, Marit Lage is on the board. Phil has 30 life, so it's not a one-hit kill. Sylvan Safekeeper is protecting Marit Lage, of course. Terminus might be one of few outs.
Yeah, it'll stop there. Wait 2 turns.
All right, here's Sylvan Library.
Yeah.
Kind of a Sylvan sub-theme for this, huh?
Kind of a sugar stone on the stack. Card this.
You have to give it like double strike. Yep. I think it's the first time it hits them to give them a mark, and then after that you're fine. Right?
I mean, it was a valid read.
Isn't Dumbledore from Lord of the Rings? You know what? We're just gonna start banning people that don't know everything about
Power creep,
fantasy lore.
it was a reasonable interpretation.
That's true. I'll give you that.
You freeze on?
I do not.
What's like an obscure book series or other kind of media, like comic book or something, that is fantasy-ish or science fiction or something that you think would be a fit for a Magic set? Think like Warhammer or Lord of the Rings, or is there like don't write Harry Potter. I mean something more obscure, something that maybe I haven't heard of. Any book series fans here or anything like that with any suggestions for everybody? The Old Testament. That was a good one. Oh God. Twitch chat's being bad today. Crop rotation countered by a counterbalance, but flagstones of Trocaire will still trigger.
Play a planes after that, and then I'll pass turn.
Hydroblast got drawn there. Search for Escanta comes down here for Phil. Haven't seen that card on stream in quite a while.
And the thing is, initiative? No. Next turn you can start again.
All right, Greenstone Zenith on the stack. Counterbalance trigger.
Another search.
Was that a Search of Escanta on top as well? I actually couldn't tell what that was. All right, we're seeing a reaction here. Mystic Sanctuary in response to Greenstone Zenith. X is 3, I believe.
Three cards.
Okay, confirmed by Twitch chat. It was a Search for Escana on top. Brainstorm going on top of the library. Thwart returning 2 Mystic Sanctuaries and a Tundra to hand on Greenstone Zenith. All right, so Thwart gets the counter. Search for Escana trigger. It'll flip. We're doing the take the card completely out of the sleeve and put it all the way back into the sleeve upside down technique here, which is interesting. Here's a portent.
I'm going to go like this and pass with the trigger. Okay. Sure.
Passing and drawing off portent. I figured like 60 cards and you got it done. Wasteland on Azcanta, and that's pretty gross. Azcanta dumped into the yard. Force of Phil is here. What's up, Force of Phil? Says playing fast and I botched the land sequencing on that second shore. Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't drop the Tundra first, but it's all good. Happens. All right, so crop rotation happening here. Brainstorm in response. Counterbalance trigger on the stack. Likely going to see this get countered. Plenty of ones. Portent on top. And that causes Roland to scoop it up. We're going to game 3. All right, so looks like one card went on the bottom for Roland. And we're ready to go for game 3. Mox Diamond to start. Discarding Windswept Heath. And Elvish Reclaimer and Wooded Foothills. Very nice. Drum, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Swords of Plowshares hits Reclaimer. That's if you have the removal spell and they have a Reclaimer, you're supposed to do it most of the time, everybody. Hit those Reclaimers. They're dangerous. Oh, somebody trying to reach me here?
Sure. Good.
Okay. Looks like a Bajuka Bug. Exile that Swords. Here's Savannah for Roland. Yeah, top-notch legacy tips, of course. Here's Knight of the Reliquary. Search for Iscana puts a Search for Iscana into the graveyard, so to confirm there are multiple copies. Triumph of St. Katherine was drawn for turn, and here's a miracle resolving here. It's bigger than the Knight currently. Gizzle says Search seems nice in this build of miracles. Yeah.
Take myself.
Important resolving here for Phil. After the land drop.
I'll shuffle.
And it'll be a Portent shuffle.
So, in my upkeep, I veil 1.
Robert says lands in front always. I don't know about that, Robert. That's not a very good take at all.
Yeah, I'm done. I'll put the Portent trigger on a sec.
All right. Thinking about the Search for Iscana trigger on upkeep. Card gets drawn. Out of the Reliquary is a pain in the butt. We'll have to be dealt with. All right, here's Counterbalance. Counterbalance still in the deck. Endurance on end step.
Results. So this is a 2/2 or 3/3. It can be a 4/4 right now. Kind of most is good. Okay. Cash Prince. Sure.
Okay, apparently that wasn't on end step. My mistake. I thought Phil gestured to pass. I'm not really sure where we are right now. Guess this is still pre-combat. All right, a Caracas played for Phil. That's a useful tool against Marit Lidge. Roland casts Endurance in response to Counterbalance. Okay, that makes sense. The Swords is in exile. It got hit by a Bajuka Bog. What's up, Dom? Okay, activating the Knight now.
Okay.
Everybody guesses my thing. Does that mean it's a draw? I don't know. If nobody guesses.
Force of Phil pointing out interesting bit of info. I didn't attack, which cues that I'm happy with what's on top with Counterbalance. Meaning that we're not expecting Triumph to get hit by swords here. I think is what Phil is getting at. Eddie the intern is here, says rolling on depths. What did I miss Monday? Yeah, Eddie the intern, where were you? Where the heck were you? Force of Phil says, if I brainstorm then attack, he can trade the endurance for the triumph, and then triumph will pseudo shuffle. That's true. All right, Terminus hitting the stack here. Finishing up a PhD application. Do you have to do that on Monday when we have Legacy? We have designated Legacy Day? Do your PhD application on Sunday or Tuesday. Yeah, it sounds exactly. Sounds like your PhD is in not knowing when Legacy is. Exactly. All right, Terminus has resolved. Mystic Sanctuary hitting the board here for Phil. JH Stock, thanks for the resub with Prime, making Jeff Bezos pay for it. I love it. 10 months for JH Stock. JH Stock, one of our best people.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Forza Phil is not a Comet believer yet, I don't think. What do you think about that, chat? What do you think about Phil not being a Comet believer yet? Does anybody have anything they want to say about that?
All right. Draw. I'll pass back to you. I'll brainstorm with you and stuff.
All right, brainstorming on end step here. After rolling past, I definitely heard him say pass that time, so I got it right.
Still in your set. Check myself. Sure. Prismatic ending.
Predict happening. Put an ending into the yard, another ending into the yard. Search for Escana will flip.
Good.
Triumph of St. Catherine hitting the board now.
Miracle Death?
Does anyone at Game Storia play the Epic Gamble? I have not seen that deck on tables in a very long time.
Cards. 2.
Sylvan Library hitting the stack. Fetcher, response, counterbalance on the stack. There was a brainstorm in there, right? Forza Phil pointing out, interesting difference between that line with ponder versus portent. I sanctuary the brainstorm on top before pondering so I can draw the brainstorm, which is less beneficial than if it were a portent because the slow trip would allow me to decide if I want to keep the top 3 or shuffle and then sanctuary to draw the brainstorm on the next upkeep. Good notes here from Phil. Activating Escanta here is Phil, finding a brainstorm. Attacking with Triumph, putting Roland down to 10, and Phil at a healthy 28, able to withstand one hit from Merit Lage.
Go ahead.
It's kind of getting activated again, finding a prismatic ending. Getting an attack with Triumph. Red Blast on end step targeting counterbalance. We know Phil has a brainstorm, right? Counterbalance trigger. Unfortunately, we can't see the top of Phil's library, but it looks like it was a prismatic ending to counter Red Blast. And that's a scoop. Triad of St. Catherine and Force of Phil get the win here. Well played.